very good evening to all our viewers and welcome back once again to this iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium where we're all set and in readiness for another exciting contest. It's match number 9 of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. It's going to be 7 districts taking on Alif Pharma, 2 teams who have already registered a victory in the tournament. So it's a good start for them and they will be looking to continue their journey by winning this exciting contest. Right then, I was there with the 2 captains and the match referee for the flip of the coin. Well, it's toss time here for match number 9 of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. We're expecting to have another exhilarating contest as 7 districts are taking on Alif Pharma. Time now to introduce you to the men who matter in the middle. On my left is Saghir Khan, the captain of 7 districts. On his left is Hamad Khan, the captain of Alif Pharma. And on the extreme left is our esteemed match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed. Saghir, you've got the coin. Please give it a flip. Tails is the call.
It is tails.
Hamad Khan winning the toss. What's the plan?
Going to bowl first.
So you had already a win under your belt. It was a good start to the tournament, and I'm sure the boys will be having a lot of positivity in the camp.
Yeah, as I told you last time that we have started after a break, so we are checking few combinations. Few changes are there, but yes, wins always give you confidence. So yeah, the boys are pumped up.
And knowing the strengths and weaknesses of 7 districts, have you made any changes to your playing 11?
Uzair Man is back. He was rested last game, and rest of the 11 is same.
Well, best of luck. It's a good game.
Thank you.
सर टॉस हार गए, टॉस अगर जीत जाते तो आपका क्या प्लान था?
जी हमारा प्लान बैटिंग का ही था।
तो अब जो बैटिंग कर रहे हैं, लास्ट मैच भी हमने देखा था कि 100 लगा था, इसरार अहमद ने क्या जबरदस्त बैटिंग की थी। क्या लगता है आपको कितना टारगेट सेट करना चाहेंगे?
जी आज विकेट थोड़ा सॉफ्ट है तो इंशाल्लाह वही देखेंगे 160 150 तक और फिर इनको रेस्ट्रिक्ट करेंगे उसमें।
कोई चेंजेस प्लेइंग 11 में?
जी वसी नहीं खेल रहा बिकॉज ऑफ नेशनल ड्यूटी और वाजिद खेल रहे हैं।
चलिए बेस्ट ऑफ लक, इट्स अ गुड गेम।
थैंक यू।
Well, that's the news, and the confirmation coming in from the centre is that Alif Pharma, they won the toss and they've decided to bowl first. Well, you heard it. Calling it right yet again, the captain Hamad Khan, and he had absolutely no hesitations to be bowling first on this wicket. Now look at this star-studded lineup of 7 districts, filled with a lot of superstars, starting off with the Centurion Ahmed Israr in the first game, Luqman Faisal, Aftab Alam, Mohammad Uzair, Mohammad Asif, Saghir Khan, the captain, Ibrahim Masood, Awais Khan, the left-arm speedster, Almas, the all-rounder. What a run he's having in this tournament already. Saqib Ali, the left-arm spinner, and Shahid Shabir, the new inclusion in this interesting contest. Quite a few all-rounders in the team. Hafiz Almas, Saghir Khan, Awais. So this is going to be a challenge for Alif Pharma, who too are having quite a few exciting talents in their team. Faisal, Hamad Khan, Safir Tariq, good to see him in the side. Saad Maqsood, Salman, Sayyid Umar Shah, Uzair, Haider, Man, Hazrat Luqman. Well, that is one very, very important inclusion in this team. Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Asif Lara, the player of the match in the first game, and followed by Shah Nawaz Khan. So quite a few bowlers in this lineup. So that's the reason winning the toss, they had no other doubts on that. They would always want to bowl first on this wicket and utilize any assistance early on and try to get early wickets. Right, now this is getting very interesting in this tournament already. Let's have a look at the first group, 7 districts. Look at that net run rate. Chang Union Eagles, yesterday's loss has really put them at the back foot. And CSS are yet to play a game. And then yesterday, Z Sports winning their first game comfortably. What a victory that was. Alif Pharma, again, another team who has clinched victory in this tournament. Israr Ahmed, the Centurion, mind in that game. GSK Properties as well. A very top side that they have top quality crickets in their team, but just could not get going in the first game. Karwan Cricket Club, look at that, 2 out of 2. Already 4 points and a very healthy net run rate as well. And 7 Districts Cricket Academy, of course, we know that they're such a talented side. Already a win under the belt in this tournament. Well, the man on your screen, Kashif Billah, I think he's been superb. He's been making some brilliant decisions in this tournament. And I've been praising a lot him lately in the past games. Has made some very brave and the right decisions, I believe. So, yet again, he's going to be overseeing the proceedings there in the center. There you go, Alif Pharma. The men in black are out there. They will be coming in with a lot of confidence. This is going to be an exciting contest. Two very strong teams here in the UAE domestic circuit, filled with a lot of stars in the team, of course. Will be led by Hamad Khan, who was quite positive. And talking about talent, well, there is a lot of talent on your screen at the moment. Hazrat Luqman and Israr Ahmed. My oh my, we could be in for a lot of excitement and entertainment if ever so these two decide to unleash. Israr Ahmed, mind you, and not to forget, he's already had a century under his belt, 112 unbeaten, and that too against GHK Properties. And just to remind our viewers, he got to his 100 when the legend ex-South Africa cricketer Imran Tahir was bowling, and he needed 4 runs, I remember, and he smashed Imran Tahir down the ground for a huge maximum, getting his 100. So what a way, and what a memorable knock that will be. He can really boast about it later on, and always tell his mates here, and he made history here in the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. So we're all set, just seconds away for this high octane contest, and great to see really this man Hazrat Luqman. What a talent he is, and I've played quite a few games with him as well, and my he can certainly generate a lot of pace. Takes the ball away from the right-handers, has got excellent control, pace, swing, control. Such a lethal combination really to possess as a fast bowler, and has really picked up so many wickets for his team early on. And he's a new ball specialist, really would always want to give Hazrat Luqman the first over, no doubts on that. And he's got a wideish third man alongside a deep square leg. So match number 9, and Hazrat steaming it for the very first time. Bang on target. Yeah, talking about the wicket, I think it's playing quite nicely as the days have progressed. We've seen early on the first 2 to 3 games, I remember when the tournament started, there was plenty happening. The fast bowlers were asking a lot of questions early on. There was a lot of lateral movement off the surface as well. But as I mentioned, the days have progressed. It's coming onto the bat nicely. Now that's a streaky way to get off the mark, but he'll take it from both hands. Gets a boundary, and Luqman Faisal is off the mark. Missed out, mind you, in the previous encounter, getting out pretty early in the contest. But the key here was that he ensured that he doesn't really go after the ball, and played it quite late and also with soft hands. So right approach. Oh, beautifully bowled. Adjusting his length, bowling it slightly shorter, ball hurrying on to Luqman Faisal, but he's already looking good. Luqman Faisal, another star for 7 districts, and he's the one who really gets you off to good starts. It used to be Mohammad Irfan, the left-handed batter alongside Luqman Faisal, but since Israr Ahmed has made his way in this team, he's been given a big responsibility, and that is to go out and open alongside Luqman Faisal. And my oh my, he grabbed the opportunity with both his hands, getting a century in the very first game for 7 districts. So he's riding high in confidence and would want to continue the onslaught and continue the run flow. Beautifully bowled, perfect length, perfect line, hint of away movement. this is what he does really, Hazrat Luqman. He ensures he gives his team good starts by picking up early wickets, sets the tone for your team. A genuine wicket taker. He's not someone who will really contain for you. He always looks to pick wickets for you, and that's what you need. You need bowlers like who always would have the aggressive approach to try and pick up early wickets for your team. Oh, that's a glorious looking stroke along the carpet. What connection. And the ball will have enough legs to trickle away towards the boundary. So this is the start that they were looking for. It was first Luqman getting a boundary, and now Israr punching it beautifully, always in control. Look at the balance. He didn't really overstride as well. It was just a simple push. And look at how quickly that's gone towards the boundary. No time. So they're up and running, putting the experienced campaigner Hazrat Luqman under some pressure. Short delivery, watchfully played. Gets only a single to close out. A decent over for 7 districts. It's 1 gone, 10 for no loss. Yeah, this man on your screen, you would always want to pick him early. Do not let him settle. He took his time, I remember, in the first game. And then he just went absolutely berserk. Oh, you can just watch this all day long. He is such a charismatic cricketer. Israr Ahmed has played one of the most beautiful strokes I have seen in this tournament. Look at the class and the finesse. High elbow coming onto the line of the delivery and punching it beautifully for another boundary. So they're looking good. 7 districts are off to a good start. Flicked away, there is protection. That's the right approach. Just get a boundary and get off strike. That's what we saw him do even in the first game. He was always in control, really. I don't even remember he gave any chance to the opponents. Played a chanceless innings and went on to score 100 in the opening game. It's always a pleasant feeling. Yeah, that ball just slightly keeping low. Muhammad Ali, another fine talent. He was brilliant in the first game as well. But now he's got a big challenge. He will be bowling to the likes of these two who can be very destructive in the first 6 overs. On the other end, we know Muhammad Ali, another a very talented medium pace bowler. Doesn't really bowl with a lot of heat, but has got excellent control and also the swing which he gets on offer. Once again, it punched beautifully. It just seems like it's such a good wicket to bat on, really. For me, I think it was a surprise. Ahmad Khan winning the toss. He wanted to bowl first. I was there in the middle, had a close look at the wicket, and I thought it's a belter of a track. It was soft early on, the first 2 to 3 days, but after that, it's just become so easy really for the batters. Oh, lovely delivery. That's a perfect ball. Shaping away from Lukman Faisal and just fending on that one. Needs to be a little careful. He's short of runs. Missed out even in the last encounter, but this is a great opportunity. He's already got a boundary to his name. And when Lukman Faisal really gets going, it's such a treat really to watch him. A complete batter can shift gears anytime, whenever required to do so. Short delivery, it's been muscled away. He's latched onto it and it's gone for a huge maximum. With this pace, it's not really going to bother Lukman Faisal. And that's something which Mohammad needs to understand quickly, because he is going to smash you day and night the moment you decide to bowl short at him, and whack. That's a biggie. Lukman Faisal, he's looking threatening. It's 14 or it's 21 for no loss in 2. Lukman to continue. Beautifully punched once again. That's such a glorious stroke yet again along the carpet. Israr Ahmed, when he's on song, it's really a treat to watch this man play. Just a simple push once again. Never tried to hit that hard, and bisecting the two fielders beautifully, getting another boundary to his name. So they're up and running. 7 districts. And more often than not, that's what you see 7 districts do in the first 6 overs. They will ensure they cash on and take full advantage, try to accumulate as many runs as they could. They're off to a flyer, putting one of the experienced bowlers, Hazrat Lukman, under the pump. Oh, that's a very good delivery. And the amount of swing he's getting at the moment, Hazrat Lukman, we know he's a bowler. His natural stock delivery is to take the ball away, and lately he has really developed that delivery where he surprises the batters by bringing one in sharply. So could be a setup. Ball 3 deliveries, take it away from the right hand, and then all of a sudden decide to bring one in sharply towards Israr Ahmed and try to get him LBW bowled. Oh, lucky. Oh, then off take could have easily chopped back onto the stumps. It's a perfect start here for 7 districts. And also I remember Saghir saying that he anyways wanted to bat first, so he got what he wanted. So a good toss to lose. Yeah, what a leader he has proven to be for 7 districts. And what a knock he played even in the last encounter. Just went bonkers. Hit quite a few sixes in his innings. Remember, he got somewhere around 30, 35 odd runs. That's ricochet off the pad. He's asking the question. Umpire Mujahid turns it down. And I think it's a good decision. It was a bit over ambitious from Hazrat Lukman. He thinks he had a strong case, but let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's a good decision because the impact was slightly outside the leg stump. So Mujahid, one of the most experienced umpires here in the UAE domestic circuit, gets it right. His first decision is absolutely correct. It was a loud appeal, at times. Umpires, they really get a bit carried away. Trying to pull that. Has he found the gap? No, just a single on offer. He's such an exciting talent, really, Hazrat Luqman. I remember 5 to 6 years ago, he used to bowl on those concrete cement wickets, and even on those cement wickets, he used to swing the ball in the air off the surface. And really, such a asset to have in your team, Hazrat Luqman. And also, mind you, he can bat as well. Comes in the latter part of the innings and destroys the bowling. Swing and a miss, careful. Reckless stroke here by Sharjah. That's something which we haven't seen so far in this tournament. But a decent over by Hazrat Luqman. 27 for no loss after 3. Yeah, I think it's a bold move made by the captain, Hamad Khan. A very inspirational leader. He made some brilliant calls even in the first encounter where they went on to win the game for the team, and now introducing Mohammad Asif Lara pretty early in the contest. One thing you need to be very mindful that you don't play across the line against him. He's a bowler. He's not a real big turner of the ball, but is very precise with his lengths and brings the ball from the 5th or the 4th stump channel, and then really pulls those excellent arm deliveries. So as a batter, you always need to be one step ahead in the game and ensure you don't really take any unnecessary chances. He's been brought into the attack for a reason, and that is to disengage this partnership, because they know what these two are capable of. Yeah, that's the delivery I was talking about. The one which comes in quicker through the air. So playing a cut shot or playing a sweep is always going to bring an element of risk. Oh, this could have been a soft dismissal. And I think he just got surprised with that delivery, because it was so slightly held up into the surface and never really arrived. And yeah, just got a little big on him as well. So it's a perfect start here for Seven Districts. 30 for no loss. They've got plenty of firepower. They bat deep as well. Yeah, this is a very smart, very sensible approach. These two, we know, they're such mature cricketers, really. So I believe they will value the wicket, and you aren't going to see them playing any kind of false strokes, and that too against Asif Lara. So being very cautious. Beautifully ball. That's a good delivery. And it's turned out to be yet again a decent over for Alif Pharma. It's 4 gone, 31 for no loss. So both the batters now have gotten a start for their team, but they would want to convert this into a big one. This is a great opportunity. And rightfully so, the captain has given Another go to Hazrat Luqman, steaming in. Oh, that's close, wrapped on the pads and given. This is a massive moment in the game because they have picked up the man who scored a century in his opening game has been adjudged LBW. And Hazrat Luqman, I think he's done some damage to his groin. Not too sure, but surely he will be needed the much needed medical attention. But look at that. Yeah, that's a very good delivery. And I think it's a very good call by Mujahid because that ball kept slightly low as well. And Israr, that's a big blow. It's 31 for 1. In walks the new batter, Wajid. Another exciting talent. Missed out in the previous game, but now has got a great opportunity to really showcase his skill and talent. Whereas Hazrat Luqman has picked up a very pricey scalp. Israr Ahmed, we know he is one of the main batters of 7 districts. But playing across the line, that wasn't the right shot selection. In the end, paying the price by giving his wicket. So no slips in place. That's quite surprising when you know Hazrat Luqman is swinging the ball quite late as well. It's shaping away from the right-handers. He's opting not to have a slip in place. Right. Wajid to face the firepower of Hazrat Luqman. Oh, beautifully bowled. Agonizingly close to the off stump. Could have been 2 in 2. But what a terrific start to this over. And this is a good little comeback because they were really running away with the show early on. Oh, whiskers away from the off stump, and Wajid should consider himself so lucky to still be out there. They're having a short cover in position. That's quite exciting to see. Going for the kill. Yeah, bowling wicket to wicket, keeping things very simple in the middle. Hazrat Luqman missed out in the previous encounter, but here he is and has picked up such an important wicket already. Israr Ahmed, that's a big blow. It's a big setback for them. And Wajid, now he's got a big responsibility. He's come out to bat at a very important position, mind you, number 3 position. There's so much responsibility on your shoulders. Oh, that's close once again. Wrapped on the pads. He's not appealing. He's literally pleading to the umpire. Or maybe that angle would have taken away from the batter. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is very close. But maybe because of that angle, I think the umpire has gotten it right. So straight away on the firing line are the umpires. Hazrat Luqman, he's asking a lot of questions. He's really making this new ball talk. Bowling with a lot of heat, with a lot of fire. That's what you expect, Hazrat Luqman. One of the best in the business here in the domestic circuit. Charging in. Well, this is turning out to be an excellent over Look at what he's done. He was taken for 10 runs, I remember, in the first over, then bowled a decent second over, and now he's picked up a wicket of Israr Ahmed and followed by 4 dot deliveries on the trot. Can we see a wicket maiden? Wajid needs to be a bit careful. You can see he's playing across the line. You wouldn't want to do that. He did so early on and was very close to be adjudged LBW, and also he was pretty close to be getting clean bowled on the third delivery of this over. This is up in the air and clear. The inner fielder gets a boundary and opens his account with style. So this turned out to be such an exciting over, and in the end Wajid decided, right, if it's in my slot, I'm going to go after it. 35 for 1 after 5. So this is a good little fight back here now from Alif Pharma. It was a very good start when Luqman and Israr, both of them, they got into the act and started off so well, getting runs on the board. But then that last over really has brought them in the game. 35 for 1, last over of the power play. It's going to be interesting to see as to Luqman is going to go after him. Beautifully bowled. That's a very good delivery, keeping things so simple in the middle. He's a bowler who won't really do anything fancy or won't really try to do anything extraordinary out of the box. Just would keep on firing onto the stumps. And from there, we'll bring the ball in sharply towards the right-handers. Now this is crash. This is the power of Luqman Faisal. Margin of error becomes so minimal, because when you bowl slightly fuller in his zone, in his arc, he will go just hard at you. And look at that go. It's as flat as it could have gotten. Yeah, he's a powerful lad, Luqman Faisal. Off to a very good start. 76 would want him to convert this into a big one this evening. Yeah, both the sides are really riding high on confidence as they've won their opening games. So they would just want to continue the momentum, and we are expecting a high-scoring thriller which should go down right till the end of this game. Yeah, that's much better. Having a packed offside field, it's a 6-3 field for Luqman Faisal. The two fielders outside are a deep mid-wicket alongside a long on in position. So if you just get it ever so slightly wrong towards the offside, Luqman Faisal is going to make you pay now. That's a good quick single, excellent running. Good response by Wajid. Now this is going to be interesting. The leg side from the pavilion end is the shorter part of this ground. It's literally 50 to 55 meters. It's a short boundary, a left-hander on strike, a left-arm bowler who will bring the ball in towards Wajid. So is Lara ready for the challenge? Is he brave enough to toss one up and really entice Wajid to go and clear the shorter part of this ground towards the long on? Right, they're making a change in the field. Long on has now come in the circle and they've decided to have a deep cover, deep extra cover rather. Oh, that is a horrid delivery to say the least. This is not good stuff by Asif Lara. It's a pretty rare sight as well. You don't really see Muhammad Asif Lara bowl such kind of deliveries, and maybe it just looked like it slipped out of his hand. But 7 districts, they will take it from both hands. 5 extras for them. So ideal start, I believe, for 7 districts. 47. We're just into the 6th over. It's the start they wanted. And that too, mind you, against a quality bowling attack. It's never all that easy to score runs against the likes of Hazrat Luqman, and then Asif Lara was, of course, the player of the match in the last game. So they've done well. This is high up in the air. It's going towards long off. And the captain has given up. It's gone towards the boundary. Beautifully played once again. And Wajid, yet again, finding the fence. It's putting Asif Lara under tremendous pressure. He's already been struck for a huge maximum, and then the 5 wides, and now he's conceded another boundary. Last delivery of the power play. Oh, this is high up in the air. How far has it gone? Far enough. It's gone out of the stadium. Oh my word. That is an unbelievable hit by Wajid. And this is something which you don't really see here in the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. A batter goes bang down the ground and gets a humongous hit. It's gone into the outer space. Forget about it. New balls, please. What an entertaining power play have you witnessed has now come to an end. So clearly the power play has gone in the favour for the men in orange. Yes, they have lost a very important wicket. Israr Ahmed, that was a big blow. Was a edged LBW. In comes Shahnawaz Khan, another exciting talent. Can really turn the ball big. A bit of a fumble will allow them to steal a single. That's not good. This is not going to please the captain or the bowler either. This is now a great opportunity really for 7 districts to make it count. These 6 overs, the power play is such an important phase of T20 game that you would always want to get runs early on. It just really sets the tone, lays the platform for the next batters to follow, because when you lose any wickets, it really puts your team under tremendous pressure. There's so much catching up work that needs to be done. Oh, that is very close. Wajid, what a hit that was. It was a monstrous 6. Don't really see many batters striking the ball so hard and hitting it out of the stadium straight down the ground. I remember when I was a kid, I used to come and watch cricket matches here in the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. I remember in Zamamul Haq of Pakistan cricket team. He struck the ball so hard and really smashed the ball and hit it out of the ground, straight down the ground. And that's exactly what we saw Wajid doing today as well, off 7 districts. This is gone high, it's gone aerial, and that's a biggie. So when these men, they hit, it stays hit. They're not letting Shahnawaz settle, they're going after him. And that's gone for a huge maximum. It's sailing away all the way. High, handsome. It's a biggie. Now Ahmad Khan, he's got to really come up with something, because it's not really working for them. And surely we're going to have a new ball replacement, because that's not coming back. Yeah, surely he's under some pressure now, Shahnawaz. Oh, goes for the big hit once again. Turn on offer. That's good signs. Asif Lara, we saw that he didn't get much assistance from the wicket, because he's a bowler. His natural delivery is the one which pitches and comes in towards the right-handers. Oh, this is really not good now. This is not looking good for Alif Pharma. Can't really afford to do that. Just gifting runs to the opponents, and that too when they are in sublime touch, so making it even worse for themselves. Or Alif Pharma, yeah, he wanted to just fire in towards the stumps, but getting the direction wrong, and nothing much the keeper could have done as well. Now this is interesting. Ahmad Khan has introduced himself from the pavilion end, and that too when a left-handed batter is on the crease. Surely he would be fancying his chances to play towards the deep mid wicket. This is up in the air. Has he picked up a wicket? Oh yes, he has. Ahmad Khan, the captain, decided, I'm going to take the matters in my own hands. And look at what he's done. He's produced a wicket on his very first delivery of his first over. It's a dream start. And I really love this approach by the captain. Such a brave leader is Ahmad Khan. He knew that the batters will go after him, still having faith in himself. And look at what he's done. He's picked up Wajid Khan, who was looking so threatening, showed a lot of promise in the centre. Will have to depart after scoring 15. It's 69 for 2. Aftab Alam comes at number 4 position. Another very important player for 7 districts, plays a vital role for his team. Has come out to bat at a situation where they've already gotten runs on the board. So he really can afford to take his time in the middle, try to just have a good feel off the surface. But yeah, this is brilliant. Really, Hamad Khan, the captain, he could have really brought someone else at this stage, but he said, hold on. It's me who is going to get a wicket for my team. And finally they got a wicket. And that too of Wajid. As a bowler, I believe you're always hesitant. If ever so you're being asked to bowl from the pavilion end, you know that a left-hander is at the crease and the leg side is just 50 meters. So Hamad Khan said, it's fine, guys. I'm going to introduce myself into the attack. And he's picked up a wicket. That's been swept away and swept away fine. Luqman Faisal continuing the onslaught. It's turning out to be quite an eventful over already. A wicket has fallen, and now Luqman Faisal going down on one knee and sweeping it. And sweeping it fine, just away from the reach of the fielder. Gets another boundary to his telly. Tossed up delivery, hits it hard. He's crashed this down the ground. Back-to-back boundaries. The power he generates, Luqman Faisal, it's something to really admire. And he needs to understand Hamad Khan. Yes, he has picked up a wicket, but don't bowl in his slot. Luqman Faisal, you can't bowl him there, really. You need to bowl slightly back of the length. Don't bowl anything in his arc. Yeah, that's much better. That's a perfect length, and he has deceived Luqman. But clear signs of aggression by Luqman Faisal is decided right. It's coming onto the bat nicely, and why not just continue and look to keep on playing the big shots. And so far, I think he's found a lot of success. That's been pulled away towards the longer part of the ground. Surely they will come back for the second. They've got ample time to do so. So, an exciting over comes to the end. It's 81 for 2 after 8. Yeah, this is very interesting, and I believe it's the right decision, really. You need to get Mohammad Lara now, because Luqman Faisal is looking quite threatening. And Luqman Faisal, he needs to show some game awareness here. He should realize that why, he needs to ask this question to himself as to why has he been introduced yet again so early in the contest. Because to pick up the wicket of Luqman Faisal. So all they need to do is just see off his overs. Yes, if it's in the slot, go for it. But otherwise, don't try to force the issue. Do not give him a wicket. You have already gotten runs from him. They have gone for a big hit. And he has struck this with a lot of authority. Latched onto it. It's a big shot. Gone for a maximum. They seem to be unstoppable at the moment. That is a vicious hit. It's got the distance. Gets a maximum. Aftab Alam just continuing from where he left off in the last game. Another powerful striker of the ball. And this is not looking good for Alif Pharma. Goes hard once again. This is high up in the air. And he's put it down. Can you believe it? Hands on the hips. Mohammad Asif Lara cannot believe his luck. It was a tough one, but you need to take those. Really, yeah, it's gone for a boundary. This is not good cricket. You cannot afford to be dropping chances against these two. They are certainly going to make you pay. And that's not the best of efforts, really. It wasn't impressive at all. Yeah, that's a good delivery. Just surprising Aftab by bowling slightly quicker and away from his arc as well. It's not a very strong cut of the ball, Aftab. Very strong towards the weed down the ground. Now this is a big shot once again. And it's gone for another maximum. This is high and handsome. And Aftab Alam, what a start already. He's raced on to 19 in just 6 deliveries. 7 districts, they've come out with a plan. A man on a mission goes for it. That's a very difficult shot, really. That wasn't a bad delivery at all. That reach by Aftab Alam, using his feet and getting that front foot forward so close to the ball. And then the swing of the bat. He is one man to watch out for the future of UAE cricket. Aftab Alam, the backbone of 7 districts. Oh, beautifully ball. That's a good delivery. Was there an outside edge? I'm not too sure. But it's going to be 2 more runs added to the tally. It's an expensive over. Comes to the end. And 100 comes up for 7 districts. We're just into the 9th over. 100 for 2 after 9. It's going to be Shahnawaz reintroduced back into the attack. So just that 1 over for the captain. Good bit of feeling. Asif Lara was taken to the cleaners in the last over because Aftab decided to unleash and switch onto his beast mode. It's such a strong strike of the ball. Really, Aftab Alam can certainly pack a punch. Nicely ball. That's a good delivery. Nothing much Aftab could have done on that occasion. Yeah, I think they need to regroup and reassess, re-strategize after this over because we're going to go for a drinks break. So this is a perfect opportunity for them to really think as to what needs to be done. How do we stop the run flow? Hamad Khan, the captain, I think he bowled quite decent, and was surprising that he opted to hold himself back and has reintroduced Shahnawaz. Was quite expensive in his first over, mind you. But so far, it's been a quiet over. Shahnawaz, a quality right arm finger spinner. Not such a big turner of the ball, but usually is very economical. Doesn't give many runs. But this is a battle within a battle. It's a challenge because you are bowling against one of the top sides here in the UAE domestic circuit. And look at that. Some improvisation coming in for Luqman Faisal. He's literally toying around with the bowler. And yeah, you need to have such good eyes to play these kind of shots. And Luqman Faisal, he's a specialist. Yeah, too much pace on offer. And the final fielder didn't even move because he knew that that's way past him. Gets another boundary. Just one hit away, Luqman Faisal, to reach his well-deserved half century. What a knock this has been. Such entertainment. That's nicely cut away, but straight to the fielder. It's a dot to close out the 10th over. Halfway through are we in this contest. 106 for 2 after 10, and the players will drink drinks. Back after the drinks break, and some districts, they are cruising along. They've got a great chance really to score more than 200 in this match. They've got a lot of firepower left after this. Plenty of batting to come. You've got the likes of Hafiz Almas, who's been batting pretty low lately, which has been quite surprising. Because he can really just come in and tear the bowling apart. Mohammad Asif Lara to bowl another over. He's been so expensive. 45 in 3. Now they're just continuing from where they left off before the drinks break. Another boundary. Yeah, nothing seems to be working at the moment for the men in black. Because when the batters of certain districts, they are in this kind of a mood, good luck. Mohammad Asif Lara. He's not had the best of evenings. Yeah, that's much better. Just don't bowl into his arc. They have a slip in place, which is quite surprising when the batters are going hard at you. You're opting to have a slip in place. He was the player of the match, mind you, Asif Lara. And today it's just not been his evening now. Once again, he's latched onto this one. And pumped it for another maximum. It's 50, which has come up for Asif Lara. 55 runs in 3.3. This is very, very expensive. It's a pretty rare sight, to say the least. You don't really see Mohammad Asif going for 55 runs in 3.3. And this is what they can do, Seven Districts batters. As I mentioned, and I will say it again, that this is, if not the best, one of the best sides here in the batters. There's still plenty of batting to come, mind you. So it'll just keep on getting tougher and tougher for Alif Pharma. They need to disengage this partnership just to sneak in with a couple of quiet overs. Yeah, that's not the best of shots we've seen. Aftab, another batter who's technically very correct, very compact, very pleasing to the eye when he gets going. And on the other end, Lukman Faisal, well, we have seen a lot of him in the last 3 or 4 seasons. He's been a consistent performer for Seven Districts and a genuine opener. Yeah, singles and dots will help Alif Pharma. On the other end, Seven Districts, well, they've really ran away with the show so early in the contest. It has been one-way traffic since the game has started. They picked up Israr Ahmed, but even though Lukman Faisal just continued with the onslaught and ensured he keeps the momentum in their favour, never really allowed Alif Pharma to even come in the contest at any stage of the game. Hits it really, really hard. Save your legs. No need to run for this one. It's gone for another boundary. Shahnawaz Khan, two, has been struggling to pitch the ball in the right areas, and yet again bowling a fuller delivery. And Aftab Alam punished Shahnawaz Khan and gets another boundary to his name. Yeah, he too is inching closer now to his half century, and what a breathtaking knock he's played. Seven Districts have surely announced their arrival in this tournament. Yeah, the 200 is definitely now on the cards. Or even more than that, even 220. Something which now they would be eyeing, knowing that they have 129 on the board. And nothing much is happening off the wicket. Yeah, that's beautifully bowled. This has been the problem. They've been bowling too quick on this wicket. They did not allow the ball to turn, not offering any flight, or haven't really seen them entice the batter to go for the big shots. They have played the big shots, but it's been quite easy for them because they're offering a lot of pace. A rare dot delivery to close out the 12th over. It's 130 for 2. Yeah, I was just mentioning his name, Muhammad Ali. He could be a bowler who would come in and bowl at this stage when the batters are unstoppable at the moment. So, doing the right thing, Muhammad Ali, another exciting talent, has been asked to bowl at a stage where the batters are unstoppable now. Careful, you don't want to be taking any unnecessary risks, really. There was a bit of a fumble behind the stumps, but don't want to be losing a wicket at this stage. Form for run out. Short delivery, half a chance. Would have been a one-handed blinder by Muhammad Ali. If ever so, this would have just stuck in his hand, but it has really pinned him. It's hurt him really hard. Muhammad Ali is straight away asking for the much-needed medical attention, but that was a powerful strike. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be 100%, and he is asking for the much-needed medical attention. Yeah, that's what just happened. Struck so hard, and Muhammad Ali was in the firing line. Would have been a spectacular catch if ever so he would have hold on to it. He's okay. Steaming in once again. Short delivery. Pulled away. Pulled away with a lot of force. Gets another maximum and is inching closer to his half century. Nothing seems to be working in the favour of Alif Pharma. They've tried everything, but when these men of 7 districts are in this kind of a mood, then it just becomes so difficult to really stop the run flow. And look at what they've done. 139. We're just into the 13th over. Alif Pharma, they have to come up with something. Maybe the captain could introduce himself because he picked up a wicket. But Muhammad Ali, he needs to realize something. You can't bowl short. Maybe the slower bumper could be one option. But offering any pace on this surface and bowling short with the pace he has, it's not going to bother. Now look at this. That's been beautifully carved. Gets another couple of runs to his name. This is excellent stuff, to say the least. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be 100%. Clearly we can see Muhammad Ali is struggling at the moment. Short delivery, and he has slashed this into the throat of the fielder. That's a magnificent take. And who is it down there? It's Shahnawaz taking a brilliant catch to get rid of Aftab. What has he done really? He just could have taken a single, get his 50 and then continue to play the big shots. But knowing that the third man was in the fielder, in towards the deep third man, he's found him to perfection. But this has been such an entertaining knock by Aftab Alam. Has to go back. It's 141 for the loss of 3. So finally, they've managed to pick up a wicket before Aftab Alam has done a lot of damage. Beautifully ball. That's a good delivery. They've just been trying a bit too much, I believe. And that's the reason. They've been slightly wavered with their lines and also been spraying the ball all over. Muhammad Ali was all over the place in his early spell. And now he's been forced to brought back into the attack because they needed a wicket, and that's what he did. Has produced a wicket for his team after he was struck for a huge maximum early on the third delivery of the over. Shot, and it's gone straight to the fielder once again. He cannot believe his luck, Luqman Faisal. The fielder was perfectly stationed towards the deep point, and it's gone right into his throat, and he makes no mistake. So it's a double blow for 7 districts. Both the set batters are back in the hutch. And this is a great chance now to really come back in the game. Yeah, this is very good thinking, and the catching has been sublime so far. That's a brilliant take in the deep. Luqman Faisal, he had a great opportunity to really make this count today and score 100 in this encounter, but nonetheless it's turned out to be a fabulous knock, getting a half century for his team. It's 142 for 4. Yeah, I think it's a wise move. Ahmad, the captain, deciding to reintroduce himself into the attack. As I said, this is a perfect opportunity really for the men in black to make it count now. Ensure they don't allow them to reach the 200. Hafiz Al-Mas has been sent early into the contest. This is what I was waiting for, as to when does he come on to bat, and he's been sent early. That's good to see. Hafiz Al-Mas, we know, another entertainer really. If he gets going, sixes will galore, and we will see a lot of fireworks. If ever so, this man decides to go big. He's been given a new role, mind you. If you talk about his bowling, he comes in to bowl the first over of the game, and really has been picking up a lot of wickets. This is up in the air, but I don't think so. He's gotten a lot of power. Asif Lara down there does the cleanup work. So this is a phase where Alif Pharma should believe that they've got a great chance to pick up another wicket or two, because it just gives an indication that the batters, they've decided that to just continue the momentum and ensure whoever so comes into bat keeps on playing the big shots. And why not, when you already have 145 on the board? So you can always afford to do that. You still have the likes of Saghir Khan, Ibrahim Masood, Mohammad Uzair. He too can pack a punch. Awais Khan, we know he's got long levers. So when you know you have so much firepower left to come after this, you can just keep on hitting these big, huge sixes, and that's what we've seen in this inning so far. Total of 9 sixes already. There's still 6 more overs to go. Quite over by the captain Hamad Khan. He's kept things relatively tight. Yeah, beautifully bowled. That's a very good over. Hasn't conceded a boundary, so that's what they need. They're slightly making a comeback in this game. Alif Pharma. It's 148 for 4. So the stage is set. Just the last 6 overs remaining in this innings. Mohammad Asif, the new batter, alongside Hafiz Al-Mas, will look to continue the onslaught, try to keep on hitting the big sixes. That's what we have seen. And it's going to be Muhammad Ali, who bowled exceptionally well in the last over. Picked up 2 important wickets in this innings, and that to the 2 set batters. First it was Aftab Alam, and then Lukman Faisal. And he certainly did have a plan in his mind. He kept on bowling short stuff, and he had fielders in the deep. So this is really good cricket by Muhammad Ali. Beautifully bowled. That's a good delivery. Oh, this could be close. And gone. Well, half the side now is back in the hutch. And what were you doing, Hafiz Al-Mas? Where were you going? He hit it straight towards the fielder and wanted a single, but bullseye. What a throw. Makes no mistake. Gets another one. So all of a sudden now wickets are falling. That's a big blow, because we know that Hafiz Al-Mas could have really make it count. But unfortunately he's ran himself out. It's 148 for 5. In comes the captain, Saghir Khan. He was quite destructive in the opening game. Hit quite a few sixes and hit them really big. Now he's got a big responsibility on his shoulders because 7 districts are falling apart. If you talk about the wickets, 5 wickets have fallen. The score is perfect, but this is a great chance now for Alif Pharma to make inroads back into this contest. Now that's not good. We really need a bit of support from your teammates. It was a very good delivery, which was supposed to be a dot, has turned out to be 2 runs in the form of byes. 150 comes up. Still, they have a great chance to surpass the 210, 215 because you've got plenty of overs left. Still 5 more overs to go after this. Well, that's a lovely delivery. Surprising. Saghir Khan, I don't really think he was expecting this sharp bumper. But clearly deceiving him with that extra bit of pace as well. That's the field setup he's gotten for Saghir. A deep square, a deep mid wicket, long on position. The mid off is in the circle. And they've got a deep cover alongside a wideish third man. So you do expect him to bowl short stuff with that kind of a field setup he's placed. Saghir will open his account with a single, but this is some comeback really. They were running away with the show, and the way they were batting really Aftab Alam and Luqman Faisal, they had a great chance to score 100 because there's so many overs to go. They were 141 for 2. And they are now 151 for 5. Losing 3 wickets in a span of 10 runs. So this is some comeback by Alif Pharma. They were flat. They were down and out. They looked dejected. The body language wasn't all that positive. But now it's not going to be all that easy, mind you. It's going to be a tough ask for the batters to just straight away come in and express yourself. So much is going to be dependent on the captain Saghir Khan, who will be flying tomorrow. He's got an early morning flight, mind you. Congratulations, of course, to Saghir Khan. He's been selected for the Hong Kong Sixers. Will be representing the UAE team. So all the wishes and the blessings to him. But for now, he's got a big job in his hands, and that is to stay in the middle. And if he stays in the middle, watch out. When he hits, it stays hit. He's a powerful striker of the ball and really has got a very good attitude towards the game. Such a humble personality, shows a lot of character. Every time you speak to him, he's such a charismatic personality is Saghir Khan. So down to earth. And a lovely lad to have a chat with. And this has turned out to be an excellent over for Alif Pharma. It's 15 gone, 153 for 5. That is going to be the captain to continue. That was a beautiful delivery. And he has knocked the stumps. Wow. Ahmad Khan is leading from the front, and all of a sudden I believe Alif Pharma should believe they are back in this contest. And that one really spun so sharply and completely deceiving and surprising Mohammed. It's a slow walk back. 7 districts. They've lost their 6th. This is some turnaround to this game. Have a look at that delivery. Oh, it's just a dream delivery for any spinner in the world. And Ahmad Khan has produced a magical delivery to pick up yet another wicket. It's 153 for 6. Yeah, this is the privilege which they have, 7 districts, that they bat so deep. Uzair Khan, of course, we know such a class act when it comes to his bowling, but you can't really write him off if you talk about his batting abilities. He's a genuine all-rounder. And what a delivery. Ahmad Khan, it just seems like he's worked so hard on his fitness and also on his bowling. We know the talent of Ahmad Khan when it comes to his batting. Such a fierce striker of the ball. But today he came on to bowl at a situation where the batters were just tearing the bowling apart. But then he introduced himself into the attack and picked up the wicket of Wajid Khan. And now he's picked up such a big wicket of Muhammad Asif, getting him clean bowled. Yeah, they are back in this contest. That's quite evident. From being 141 for 2 to becoming 153 for 6 is a testament to the fact that they've done exceptionally well. And this is where they can sneak in with the few quiet overs. I don't really think Saghir Khan will look to play singles and doubles. He will look to express himself. So if ever so they go on to pick Saghir Khan at this stage, then even 180, it's going to be an uphill task, because the batters in the lower order haven't really gotten much experience in this tournament. They haven't been exposed so far. What a over by the captain. 155 for 6. The 7 districts, they were all over Alif Pharma, but then they've certainly done exceptionally well. I think we need to give credit to Ahmad Khan, bringing himself into the attack, bringing Muhammad Ali into the contest quite early. There was no point really holding him back. You needed wickets at that stage, and boy, oh boy, that's what he provided. 2 wickets, 2 set batters. First Aftab, and then picking up the most important wicket of this innings of Lukman Faisal. Making a few changes in the centre. The moment the left-handed batter is now on strike, having third man in the circle. So they've got a packed leg side field. And also it's the longer part of the ground. So maybe Muhammad Ali might just bowl those slow bumpers, short stuff. Yeah, it's a short delivery, but nicely played by Uzair. Gets only a singles. Isn't going to be a worry for Alif Pharma. Yeah, Asif, Muhammad Asif. There you go. He's on your screen now. He was quite expensive. Give more than 50 runs in his 4 over. That's quite a rare sight. You don't really see that often. Yeah, I wouldn't say that they're worried, because they do have runs on the board. 7 districts, 157. That's a very good score. Oh, wanted to just send this to outer space. That change of pace completely deceiving Saghir Khan and beating his bat. Boundaries have dried up. That's quite certain. It was one-way traffic early on, and they were 141 for 2. But then it was a mini collapse of sorts. 2 wickets falling in 1 over, and it was this man responsible, bringing his team back into the contest. That's high up in the air. And has he saved that? No, it's gone for a maximum. Muhammad Ali, he knows he was very close to pick up another wicket. And it was going straight to the fielder, but the ball had enough elevation and the distance to go for a 6. Yeah, this is what he can do, Saghir Khan. He comes into bat in the latter part of the innings and just takes the game away from the opponents. Gets you those 30, 40s. This is exactly what he did even in the previous encounter, I remember. Against a quality bowling attack of GHK Properties, where they had even Imran Tahir in their team. And still, these men in orange, they were unstoppable. Pulled this away, but doesn't really have the power or the connection. So even now, I think 200 is definitely on the cards. You've got another 3 more overs. You got 19 more deliveries to face. So how much are we asking? 36 in 19? Yeah, that's very much possible, especially on this kind of a wicket, where we haven't really seen much assistance for the fast bowlers. That's nicely done. Takes a single and will be retaining strike in the next over. It's 165 for 6. Hamad to Uzair. This is not the best of strokes by Muhammad Uzair. I think you would want to ensure you give this majority of the strike to Saghir Khan. Uzair, of course, we know he's another fine cricketer. Can get you quick runs as well. It's been the backbones as well for 7 districts. That's cut away nicely. It's going towards the boundary. That's a very good stroke. It's such a strong cutter of the ball. Hamad Khan just marginally getting it wrong, and it was a short delivery. But he's so strong in those areas. And nobody moved. Because when he hits, it's surely going to go towards the boundary. So 171 now on the board. They are certainly eyeing more than 200 here. Goes for a big shot and yet again finds the boundary. Back-to-back boundaries, and Mohammad Uzair is decided, right, I have gotten my eye in the middle. And let's join the party. Yeah, he's a powerful striker. Cannot bowl in his zone, and such a difficult shot to execute. But this man made it look so simple. Now short, it's been pulled. But this time it's gone towards the deep mid-wicket fielder. Only a single on offer. It has been such an entertaining and an exciting first innings as to what we are witnessing. That little mini passage where they came back in the contest, Alif Pharma, because 7 districts they were running away with the show. And now again, Saghir Khan Mohammad Uzair steadying the ship. And that score on the board, it's quite healthy. Nicely bowled and equally well played. Saghir, I think he might just consider to take a single on the last delivery and take strike in the penultimate over. Hazrat Luqman surely is going to be bowling one over. Nicely done. It's going towards the boundary, but I don't really think the ball will have enough legs. So decent over for 7 districts. Comes to the end. Oh, in fact, it's been given as a wide. So hold on. Hamad Khan will have to bowl another delivery. So it's turning out to be an expensive over. He's done well though, Hamad Khan, compared to the other bowlers who have given quite a few runs. But he's been quite economical. Dot to close out the 18th over. He's done well, the captain Hamad Khan. He's done for the evening. 179 for 6. Yeah, no surprises. It had to be Hazrat Luqman to bowl the penultimate over. Another bowler who can bowl with a lot of control, especially in the latter part of the innings. So you might just see fuller deliveries. Oh, he's opted to bowl a short delivery, and that is ricocheted off his hands and it's gone to the stumps. Oh, such an unfortunate way really to get out. Yeah, I feel for him. He was batting beautifully, Saghir Khan, and just when you would have wanted him to stay, he's got out in a very unusual manner. Hitting it straight down, and yeah, he got his fingers onto the ball, and the umpire did not even bother to go upstairs. So unlucky is the captain. Has to go back after scoring 10. So a run out on the very first delivery. And Now over to these two batters. Awais Khan, not pretty much known for his batting abilities. We know that he's one of the best bowlers, I believe, here in the domestic circuit. Left arm speedster. He likes to bat, that is for sure. I know that Awais Khan is pretty fond of batting. Now that he has gotten a chance, it's a great time to really prove that he can certainly pack a punch. Nicely bowled, and that's what you will expect now. The batters will throw the kitchen sink at everything. I think Awais, he needs to just take a single and give it to Uzair, because he's gotten the start, he's got his eye in the middle. So if you try to go for a big shot, either you're going to get beaten or there's a high possibility that you might lose up your wicket. So give the strike back to Uzair, let him face the last two deliveries. This is exactly what I was mentioning. Now this is high up in the air and a soft dismissal. So Awais trying to be the hero of the moment. As I said, he could have just taken a single, let Mohammad Uzair take strike, and these are the little minor things which needs to be taken note of. Surely the coach Rizwan will have a close look at this, because it was a dot delivery previously because he tried to play a big shot, got beaten, and the next one again trying to play a big shot, lost his wicket, so another dot. Short stay for Awais Khan. It's 179 for 8. Oh, this is turning out to be a fabulous over, and what a tremendous spell yet again by this champion cricketer, all-rounder Hazrat Luqman. He's turning on the heat. Should be looking to bowl full and straight onto the stumps. It's only a single. So he's taken a single and he's given strike on the last delivery to Mohammad Uzair. So this is going to be interesting as to what his approach is going to be on this last delivery, as to whether he goes for a big shot or he takes a single. I think the wise move should be to take a single, really. You would want Uzair to face the last 6 deliveries, even if there is an opportunity for a single. Just avoid it. Want him to farm the strike. Oh, he wanted to take a single, but he's been beaten. So another dot delivery. What a terrific over by Hazrat Luqman. Has certainly brought his team back in this contest. 181 for 8. It's the last over of this innings, and a spinner is going to bowl the last over. We saw what happened in yesterday's contest, where Qutaybullah, the captain of Jhang Union Eagles, he decided to bowl the last over of the innings, and my oh my, he was struck really hard. He went for plenty. And even also, I can recall Awais Ali Shah. What a brilliant innings he played, striking 4 huge maximums. Oh, beautifully bowled. That's a very good delivery. completely deceiving Mohammad Uzair by that extra bit of flight and hint of turn as well. So really, I think they've done a fabulous job here, restricting them so far below 200. They can still get it, but this is up in the air and it's gone for a big hit. He's latched onto this one, Mohammad Uzair. Shahnawaz getting it wrong. It was a low full toss. You don't expect Mohammad Uzair Khan to miss out on those, and goes hard. He's belted this one. Has gone a long, long way for a much needed maximum. 12 more required for the 200. This is good. This is extremely good stuff by Shahnawaz. Just adjusting his length. So 2 balls, 2 sixes. We'll take them to 200. Nice. Very nice. Shahnawaz. He's reading the batter right till the end. And yet again has completely deceived him. It's the last delivery of this innings. Uzair will look to play towards the leg side. Oh, he tries to do so, but he's missed out. And that's going to be a bye. Oh, they're coming back for another run. In fact, that's been he's been run out. So that's the end of this innings. I think this is a great recovery for Alif Pharma. Because at one stage, the way Luqman Faisal and Aftab Alam were batting, it looked like that they will surpass the 200. But that wasn't the case because Hamad Khan did exceptionally well, and then Muhammad Ali picking up 2 wickets in one single over. Yeah, that's how things have panned out. Luqman Faisal and Ahmed Israr giving a good start. Wajid came in and provided a bit of entertainment. Aftab Alam, what a knock, 49 in 22. But then look at what happened after that. It was a collapse of sorts. And thanks to Mohammad Uzair getting the 21 important runs for your team. And in the end, they've scored 188, which is still a very good score. Well, an evening to forget for Asif Lara. 62 runs in 4 overs. That's a bit too much. Hamad Khan picking up 2 wickets. What a brilliant spell. He's bowled. And Hazrat Luqman and Muhammad Ali, those 2 fast bowlers did exceptionally well. Brought their team back in the game. 13 extra, that's something which they need to be a little careful in the next game. Well, it was 7-6 all the way in the first 6 overs until they picked up Israr Ahmed. Luqman Faisal getting the better of him, but Wajid came in and struck a few sixes. But Luqman Faisal and Aftab Alam, what an innings they played. It was an excellent partnership between them. Kept on the momentum in their favour. Kept on hitting sixes out of the ground until bowling the short delivery and an excellent take in the deep. And then they just kept on falling apart. Just kept on losing wickets at regular intervals. And in the end, have scored 189 in 20 overs. Right then, we just dive into a short break. And once we are back, we will be all set for a fascinating run chase. Stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers, after a short little break. First innings done and dusted. It was a very entertaining first innings as to what we have witnessed. 189. What seemed to be at one stage, they were about to get 220, 230 because they were batting beautifully at one stage. They were 141 for 2 in 12.4 overs. And then they find themselves at 189 for 9. So, which I believe could have been a score of more than 200. It's now below 200. So, this is a great opportunity to really make it count and put up a show here. Hamad Khan, of course, we know he's such a destructive batter. Will give his 100%. On the other end, Faisal, of course, another powerful striker of the ball. So this is going to be an interesting run chase. Hafiz Almas lately has been given the new responsibility to bowl with the new ball, and I think he's been spot on. He's taken the challenge and ensures he really sets the tone by picking up early wickets, and that is what he does. He's got a slip in place. That's good to see. You need to have aggressive intent early on, and you do have runs to play with. Having a deep square leg in position alongside a deep third man. A 6-3 field set for the two openers. Right then, the chase is on. Hamad, the captain, missing out today. But I think he was switched on in the first innings, really. He took some brave decisions, and also the decision to come and bowl himself at a stage where the batters were going berserk. He came in and he picked up a wicket in his very first over, and that too in the very first ball as well. So now all eyes on his batting. He's been short of form lately, and this is a great chance to really take his team off to a good start. Hamad Khan, a power hitter, and provides a lot of entertainment. Just needs to ensure once he gets settled, then he can really look to shift gears and try to play a few more strokes. But for now, you really need to just adapt and get used to assess the surface and then switch gears, really. Yeah, I don't think so. He's too happy with the stick in his hand at the moment, Hamad, and he's asked for a replacement of his bat. Yes, Israr Ahmed on your screen certainly did miss out. He wasn't really happy with the decision. He was adjudged LBW, but he's still the top run scorer in this tournament, mind you. Hafiz Almas just taking all opportunity to loosen up whilst there's a short little break because Hamad Khan wasn't very happy with the bat. Play resumes. This is struck hard, but it's well fielded. It was hit with some severe power. It's done exceptionally well. Hafiz Almas, he's a bowler who does not bowl with a lot of pace, but I love his control, and also at times he can really surprise the batters with the extra bit of bounce which he gets with the new ball. He gets that kick off the surface which surprises the batters, and he's been getting a lot of outside edges which edge through and go straight to the keeper or the slip cordon. Nicely flicked away. Faisal is off the mark with a single. Yeah, they need to ensure they get somewhere around 50-55 at least in the first 6 overs. That's always a tricky situation really when you know that you're chasing a big target. So The 6 overs are so important. And you know that you really have to go after the bowling. And if ever so you lose wickets while trying to go for the big shots, then it becomes so difficult to come back in the game because the required run rate creeps up quickly. Yeah, let's that one go alone. So this is a decent start here by 7 districts, and Hamad Khan being watchful, which is, I think, the right move. Because we know Hamad Khan, as I said, that once he gets his eye in the middle, then sixes will galore. And when Hamad Khan unleashes, it's a treat to watch him. The man on your screen, the captain, who was simply brilliant, I believe, in the first innings, took some brave calls, really put his team back in the contest. He too himself pulled his heart out. Lone warrior is Hamad, beautifully bowled, nicely played, and clean pickup, and things would have been interesting. Nonetheless, quite over. Comes to the end. It's 1 gone, 3 for no loss. Awais Khan, no surprises. To be bowling with the new ball, and not the best of starts. Another bowler who really hoops the ball in towards the right-handers, a new ball specialist, and more often than not, you will see Awais Khan. He picks up really wickets for his team. And this is exactly what is the need of the hour. You would want to pick up Hamad Khan early on. And Hamad Khan, he is someone who would always look to play you down the ground and also towards the deep mid-wicket. Awais Khan, a bowler who shapes the ball in and really brings the ball in quite late. Makes it very difficult for the batters at time to really judge. Nicely flicked away. So that's what they need to ensure. First, of course, not to lose early wickets in the power play. But at the same time, they need to keep a check on the required run rate, which is already hovering up to 10 runs per over. So when you know that you are chasing such a big target, you will always want somebody like Hamad Khan to fire from the top, because you won't expect him to really score in every game, but he's a match winner. Oh, very close. Could have been the first wicket. Can sense now the urgency coming in, because these 6 overs are so important for both the teams. If ever so 7 districts go on to pick up wickets early on, I'm telling you, it's going to be tough to come back in the contest, because they've got some quality spinners in their lineup, mind you. It's got the likes of Ibrahim Masood, Saqib Ali, the 2 spinners, and then we'll see Uzair Khan and Saghir, the 2 medium paces bowling in tandem. It's such a balanced side, really. They've got some quality all-rounders, talking about Mohammad Uzair, Saghir Khan, Hafiz Almas. These are the 3 all-rounders in your team. And then if you talk about the batters, you've got Luqman, Ahmed, Wajid, Aftab, Mohammad Asif. So going with 5 genuine batters, 3 all-rounders. And then, of course, the speedster Awais Khan, who is now in operation. And then you have a couple of excellent spinners in your side as well. A very formidable side. One of the strong contenders really to clinch this tournament here. The Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. It's a quiet start. No boundaries so far in this innings. I just have a feeling something's got to give now. Well, that is struck beautifully. And look at how quickly it's gone towards the boundary. Faisal surely has enjoyed this lovely cover drive. And too full. It was in the slot. But he's found the gap with precision. Gets his first boundary. And the first boundary for Alif Pharma. He's asking the question. The umpire says not out. But even after considering a boundary, I think he's done well. It's 11 for no loss after 2. Excellent first over by Hafiz Almas, keeping things quiet, not really allowing the batters to free their arms. Oh, this is high up in the air. And takes an easy catch. Saghir Khan. He's safe as house. He's not going to drop those. But it was there up in the air for quite a bit. But still, he kept his composure, was calm, came underneath the ball, kept his eyes right till the end. Yeah, he's gotten a lot of elevation. That went a long way. But Saghir Khan, yeah, we do not expect him to drop these catches. So yet again, it's a slow walk for Hamad Khan. The captain has to go back after scoring 3 runs. It's 11 for 1. In comes another very exciting talent. It's Saad, who did a good job in the last game. Now he's got a big responsibility on his shoulders. Faisal, he's looking in good form. We saw already a boundary from his bat. The problem is Saad really doesn't have much time in his hands to settle in. He'll have to just express himself early on and try to accumulate as many runs as he could in the power play. That's been driven nicely, but straight to the fielder. Luqman Faisal down there. Yeah, what a knock he's played early on, Luqman Faisal. There was absolute carnage when Aftab Alam and Luqman Faisal were batting together. And my, oh my, really they just took the bowling apart, especially Asif. Mohammad Asif, he was so expensive, gave more than 60 runs in his 4 overs. And yeah, it's a funny game, really. Asif, I remember he was the player of the match in the first game, his first outing. Bowled exceptionally well, but today the story was different. He was bowling against one of the best batters in the domestic circuit. So this is what's now going to be a problem for Alif Pharma. The moment you lose wickets, That's where a couple of quiet overs sneak in. The required run rate goes up to 12, 13 per over. Then the catching up work starts, and then you lose more wickets. So it's not looking all that good at the moment. Need to have belief in themselves. We saw how Gems Education chased it down easily against Gems Cricket Academy. And it's not that the wicket is all that difficult, really. It's coming onto the bat so nicely. Oh, sharp bumper, surprising Faisal. And a bit of a stare, a bit of a glare. Yeah, I love that. That aggression really is missing out these days. These fast bowlers, they're too nice. And I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. During my days when I used to play in this very ground, I used to have a long run up, and my finish was almost where the batter is standing. So Hafiz Almas, another cricketer who's quite aggressive. It's done well here. Short delivery. It's been helped away towards the fine leg for a boundary. So they need many more of those. Hafiz Almas getting a slightly predictable back-to-back short deliveries. But I think this time Faisal, he was up for the task. He was waiting up for the challenge. And it has gone towards the boundary. It won't be surprising if Sagir Khan decides to really bowl him out here. And why not? You have so many runs to play with. You've got so many options. Got loads of fast bowlers in your team. And if your bowler is on song, why not bowl him out? That's nicely bowled, and playing it with soft hands, playing it as late as he could. Gets only a single to close out the third over. It's 17 for 1. Well, these two out there, they need to do a replica of what Lukman Faisal and Aftab Alam did in the first innings. But it's just going to get tougher and tougher because in comes another very, very special bowler. Saqib Ali, introduced pretty early in the contest. A bowler who bowls in those tight lines, doesn't really give anything away to the batters. Yeah, but the one thing I personally feel that he can just slow down with his pace. He bowls a bit too quick. Nothing to take away from Saqib. He's a very talented cricketer, no doubts on regards to that. But you will see the moment he decides to flight the ball, or rather allow the ball to turn, the ball will turn. No, that's too quick. It's that kind of a wicket where you would not want to give so much space to the batters. But his lines are immaculate. Keeps a very tight line, doesn't really allow the batters to free their arms. Always entices them to play across the line. You wouldn't want to do that against him. Yeah, you would want to play with a straighter bat. But this is now where it's getting slightly tougher. Can't afford to play so many dot deliveries in the power play. Yes, I understand you have lost Hamad Khan, but at times you need to be a bit more fearless and courageous in your approach. Try to manufacture so it's turning out to be quite decent over by Saqib Ali. Yeah, just the last 2 deliveries remaining, so that's why they've decided to remove the slip. Very good captaincy here by Saghir Khan. He switched on. Another dot delivery, so this is turning out to be an excellent over by Saqib. This is exactly what I was telling, that his lines, he does not leave the line, keeps on firing onto the stumps, and that's why it becomes so difficult for a batter to really get away from him. Now this has been helped away towards the deep square leg region. It's going to be a boundary. So it took him 7 deliveries to strike. And he has struck hard, gets a boundary, but even though it's turned out to be an economical over, slightly short, giving an opportunity for the batter to free his arms. Yeah, no surprises. It is Hafiz Al-Mas continuing, but what a glorious stroke. And I think he's gotten his hand down on time, stopping that to go towards the boundary. Hafiz Al-Mas, this is what he has to offer, really ensures that he doesn't leak runs, keeps on coming at you. And he's got a very excellent shot bumper as well. Surprises the batter. That's what we saw in the last over. But just got slightly predictable. That's where Faisal took full opportunity and pulling it away for a boundary. Oh, this is skied up in the air. And it's gone for a maximum. That's a humongous hit. This is what they need. They need somebody to just come and provide that much needed impetus into this innings. But that was some shot. Look at that whip. And excellent use of the wrist as well. He's got terrific bat speed. He's got fast hands, this man, Faisal. He's a special talent. Needs to fight it out for his team. Cash on to these last 10 deliveries in the power play. Ensure they get somewhere around 55. Punched away nicely. Another boundary. Oh, this is exquisite timing, to say the least. Faisal looks so elegant the moment he decides to play these shots along the carpet. And looks to be always in control. Look at the balance. Look at the composure. Just threading through that minute of gaps and getting another boundary to his name. Yeah, it's a treat to watch these technically sound, correct batters. Hafiz Al-Mas, he doesn't like to be struck for boundaries, so watch out for the sharp bumper. And I think Faisal will be ready for that. Oh, upish! Oh, could have been an excellent catch, but for a moment, Faisal's heart would have been in his mouth because that ball wasn't in control. It was upish and ball just slightly holding up into the surface, but excellent bit of fielding. He's done exceptionally well to save 3 runs for his team. Saad, on the other end, I think he too needs to support Faisal on the other end. Well, they do have runs in this over, so there's no point taking any more risks in this over. Yeah, if it's a loose delivery, go for it. Otherwise, need to be a little careful. That's been cut away, but direct hit is required. Yeah. Would have been an interesting one, and surely the umpire would have gone upstairs. So it's a 14-run over, and I don't really think we're going to see more of Hafiz Almas for now, because he's gone for plenty in this over, and when you have so many options in your armory, you don't want to be taking any unnecessary chances and not allow Alif Pharma to get back into this contest. That's going to be a wide. Surely, yeah, right call by the umpire. This is not the best of overs as to what we witnessed. Hafiz Almas, he's been all over this over. Ball too full, and on that occasion it was too short. Needs to find the right channels against these men. But what a brilliant innings he's playing. Faisal 25 in just 13 deliveries. So you would want him to really stay out there right till the end. If ever so, they've got a chance to achieve this big target set by 7 districts. Last delivery. This is played uppish, and it's gone for another boundary. This is a massive over. Hafiz Almas has been taken to cleaners, because Faisal is decided, right, it's time now to make a move on. This is such a handy over, and now Alif Pharma, they think that they are in a better position. It's 41 for 1 after 5. Well, we could be for an exciting finish to the power play, because they know that there's just 2 fielders outside the circle, so they might just cash on to the opportunities. This could be close. Oh, cleaner pickup. And the story would have been quite different. Playing it with soft hands. I think Saad has done the right thing. He's straight away just given strike to Faisal. That's good thinking. Good game awareness shown by Saad. So this is now going to be a contest. Saqib, who's so disciplined with his lines, on the other end. Faisal is playing a few shots. When he does plays a shot towards the cow corner, gets another couple of runs. So they're on the move now. And this is what they need, really. Just have faith and trust in themselves. We saw how easily Gems Education chased down more than 180 runs in one of the games early on in this tournament. And Alif Pharma do have the firepower to do so. Some improvisation coming in from the blade of Faisal. And it does well. Lukman saving a couple of runs. Yeah, you can see the attitude of Faisal. You can sense the body language is quite positive. He's up for the task. He's up for the challenge. That's what you would want from your top order batters. They've lost Hamad Khan early though. But this is a good little recovery after they were short of runs early on. But the last over, bringing them back in the contest. This is hit hard yet again. And only a single on offer. So it's turning out to be a decent over so far. And I think now Saad can really take this last 2 deliveries as a free hit. Try to go for a big shot. Sadat. So he's doing a decent job. At the moment, Saqib Ali is not really allowing the batters to really use or rather free their arms. Going down at his crease and another dot delivery. So this is an exciting over by Saqib, an economical one as well. Power play done and dusted. It's 47 for 1. Another youngster has been introduced straight after the power play. He's been mighty impressive, Ibrahim. And I'm sure these men of Alif Pharma have seen quite a lot of the youngster, and more often than not, he does bowl those wrong guns, which most of the right-handed batters don't read. And this is where he picks up those LBWs and bowls. And adds a lot of value, Ibrahim, the youngster. He's been a latest addition, filling up the shoes of Wahab Hassan and Nabil Aziz. Oh, this is a horrid start. It's going to be a no ball surely, and also he's dispatched this and has sent this into the out space for a huge maximum. And what a way to welcome Ibrahim. Yeah, clearly the ball slipping out of his hand, but look at that go into the night sky. And there she goes. 6 runs. This is some fight back now coming in by Alif Pharma. Started off slowly, starting off a little shakily. Yeah, that's a good delivery. But already I think Ibrahim will be under immense pressure, because it's never a pleasant feeling the moment you come on to ball and you get struck hard on your very first ball for a maximum. It just puts you at the back foot early on. And also he's bowled a no ball, so 8 runs. The only legal delivery in this over. Yeah, that's much more like it. Quicker through the air. Saad on the other end, you can see that he's trying to just maneuver the ball, bring back Faisal on strike, who's on 41 in no time. Oh, beautifully bowled. This is something which we really haven't seen so far in this contest. The spinners turning the ball, and that one did turn sharply and surprise Saad. So this is a good little recovery by Ibrahim. Can he finish strong? Can he keep on bowling with these good lengths? Yeah, this is the one which he brings in towards the right-handers, but the line from where he started wasn't the best of. Now this is going to be interesting. Again, Faisal against Ibrahim. Just don't bowl too full to him. Yeah, that's the perfect ball. You would always want to keep Faisal at the back foot. Let him cut. At the moment, having a deep square, a deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and a deep cover in position. This is pumped, and pumped really hard. Oh, this is a breathtaking stuff here from Faisal. This has turned out to be an expensive over yet again. The chase is on. 15 runs have been looted in the 7th over. And Alif Pharma are back in this contest. It's 62 for 1. Saqib to continue. And yet again, Saad playing very smartly out there in the middle. He knows that it has been Faisal who's been playing the role of an aggressor. But certainly this chase is on. It's pretty even. Stevens, they still need 127. But the required run rate is almost 10 runs per over. That is a very good shot yet again. Faisal is inching close to his half century, and a well-deserved one. So what a fight back here by Alif Pharma after losing an important wicket, that too in the form of the captain. Hamad Khan showed a lot of promise but perished early. Oh, nicely done. That's a good delivery. Yeah, for now, I think Saad can just play the role of a second fiddle. There's no need for the big shots. But later on, he will need to really join the party. Beautifully ball. That's a very good delivery. Even the dot deliveries will put pressure on the batters. Still a lot of work needs to be done. Still 126 needed. Plenty of runs required. And that's much more like it. Ensure you don't waste any delivery. Ensure you keep on chipping it with the singles, rotate, strike. And as I said early on, you ensure that you bring that man on your screen, Faisal, and give him the majority of the strike. Turned out to be quiet over so far. Can he make it count? That's a single to close out. An excellent over by Saqib, given only 4 runs. 66 for 1. Well, now this is where I believe this is going to be super interesting, because Mohammad Uzair Khan, he is a very, very talented bowler. He's very economical, hardly gives any kind of freebies. And a bowler who will just keep on coming at you, comes hard at you, and such an unpredictable bowler. You don't know what's coming next out of his hand. He's got so many tricks and trades under his sleeve, all those lovely back of the hand deliveries, slow bumpers, nails in those yorkers whenever required to do so. Yeah, such an important member for 7 districts, and what an inclusion he's been. A latest inclusion was there. And he is one of those bowlers, I've seen him in the past, that the moment he's been struck for a boundary, or if ever so there's a misfield, yeah, he hates it. He does not like to go for runs. Such a fighting cricketer, really, and came into bat and provided that much needed impetus to the innings. Yeah, they're not really worried at the moment, I believe, the dugout of Alif Pharma, because they know that they do have a lot of batting left after this. But the challenge for them is that they need to keep the momentum in their favour, and also now they're facing the lights of the man who's charging in now, Mohammad Uzair. Oh, this is pulled away with a lot of authority. That is just a dispatch, really. Mohammad Uzair pulling it slightly short, and now Saad has decided, right, I need to support Faisal on the other end. Just can't leave everything on Faisal. He needs Saad as well to join in the act, and that was a very good hit. Playing it with soft hands, takes a single. Saghir Khan, the captain. I won't be surprised if I see Saghir Khan coming in and bowl the next over, or maybe Saqib Ali is going to bowl out because he's been so economical, as not given any kind of looseners. So many options. He is blessed and privileged with options, is Saghir Khan. Oh, beautifully bowled. Disguised him, that change of pace and taking all the pace of the ball. You can see that ball. It did hold up into the surface and never really arrived at Faisal. Yeah, this man had a great outing. What a brilliant knock he played. And I think both these batters, really, Aftab Alam and alongside Hazrat Luqman, they had such a great opportunity to make it count and go on to score 100. Oh, this is high up in the air. And it's Mohammad Uzair Khan has gotten them an important breakthrough, and look at what he's done. He's picked up Faisal. This is a big blow. It's a brain fade. That's not the best of shot selections, because you know it's the longest part of the ground towards the offside. And this is exactly what he's explaining him. Why to play a shot towards the longer part of the ground, but there is a fielder stationed. I understand he's done a brilliant job, 15-27, but has thrown away his wicket, and I think he himself really has to be blamed. It's 72 for 2. In comes another very destructive batter, Safir Tariq. And he would want somebody like really Safir Tariq to come and bowl at, or rather bat at this stage. Safir Tariq, we know that he has been scoring bulk of runs for his team. So much is going to be expected out of him. On the other end, this is a great chance for Ibrahim Masood to get back his rhythm, because he was off colour in the first over. Was a horrid start. He bowled a juicy full toss, which turned out to be a no ball, a free hit, and also it went all the way for a huge maximum as well. Yeah, no time whatsoever for Safir Tariq to really get his eye in the centre. He'll have to get going with his innings straight away. On the other end, Ibrahim Masood won't really mind to bowl at this juncture of the game, where you know that there's a new batter at the crease, and Saad, we saw that he hasn't really looked to play aggressive. So this is a perfect opportunity to keep things quiet and sneak in a couple of quiet overs. Yeah, this is what wickets do to you really now. They're coming back for the second, and excellent bit of running. Good coordination between the two out there. Safir Tariq opens his account. Yeah, this is very, very smart, I would say. Ibrahim, he's not getting predictable. He flights a couple of deliveries and then just fires one onto the batter. This is good stuff. And now decides to flight one. Beautifully ball. This is a tremendous comeback over by Ibrahim. We are halfway through in this innings. It's getting exciting. Players will take drinks. It's 75 for 2 after 10. Yeah, what a tremendous over we saw. Uzair Khan picking up an important wicket, and that too of the set batter before he scored a valuable 50 for his team. So much now is going to be dependent on this pair out there, Saad and Safir. Saad, the good news that he has gotten off to a good start. Now he would want to make it count. Thumps it towards the covers and gets 2 more runs. So you can sense now the urgency coming in. Surely they had a quick little meeting. The coach was out there, and I think the instructions would be to just try to take this game as deep as they can and ensure they try to get a boundary or 2 in every single over. Yeah, that's a very good delivery. Nicely done. Good call by the umpire. That was within the tram line. Yeah, I think Mujahid, the umpire, he's been switched on. He's made some excellent decisions today as well. It's been brilliant. Even Kashif Billah, both these umpires. I cannot recall either of these 2 umpires making any wrong decisions. They've been spot on. And made some wise calls. Now this is up in the air. Oh, he's put it down. He did the hard part, and that was to cover the distance. And you can see Uzair Khan, he's not happy. And this is exactly what I was mentioning, that he just gets furious every time he sees that there is not that extra bit of effort coming in from the fielders, because he really bowls his heart out, and you would want, as a fielding unit, to really support him. That should have been taken. Once you get your hands onto it, once you reach onto the ball, then I believe there should not be any kind of excuses. And this is the reason why Uzair Khan wasn't happy, and he said that he should have done better, really. Oh, Safir Tariq goes hard and goes high, and that's a maximum and a much needed one in the slot. And look at the power he's generated. Dispatched out of the stadium. Yeah, this is what he can do really, Safir Tariq. Such a strong striker of the ball. It can be a cruel game at times. If ever so, they would have picked, or rather taken the catch in the deep, the story would have been different. But because the catch was put down, and to add insult to injury, he's been struck hard for a maximum. Yeah, this is going to be interesting now. Zaire, he doesn't like to be pumped for maximums. Nicely cut away. There is protection, so just a single. Yeah, they need a 6 and a boundary in each and every single over. Quiet run rate is creeping up to almost 12 runs per over. But the good news for Alif Pharma is that they haven't lost many wickets. They've lost Hamad Khan, the captain, early on, and then a very important wicket picked up by 7 districts. And who was it? It was this man on your screen, Mohammad Uzair Khan. He is a class act, a top quality bowler. Yeah, such a brilliant comeback. 11 gone, 85 for 2. Now this could be an entertaining over, because Safir Tariq, I'm telling you, he's very strong against the spinners. I've seen him in the past. He can literally tear the bowling apart. Every time his spinners come onto ball, he's very severe against them. And I can sense the urgency coming in. Saad also realizing that the required run rate is getting out of hands. They need to play a few more strokes. Singles isn't going to be a problem for 7 districts. Whereas I believe Safir Tariq, this man is one to watch out for. And if his presence is so important out there in the centre, if ever so, they would want to chase this target down. Safir needs to go big. He needs to stay at least for the next 6 overs. And if ever so, he goes on to stay for long. We know what he is capable of. He will get his 50 in no time. That's going to be a wide. And every time Ibrahim is trying to bowl the wrong gun, I don't know why he's bowling too wide towards the offside channel. If he can just focus on the 5th stump channel, that's where he can really ask a few questions. Now this is up in the air and very close. Could have been a wicket for Ibrahim. Was quite expensive in his first over, but it was a terrific comeback over. Even now this over he's done well. 2 more deliveries. Safir Tariq would want to cash on to these 2 deliveries, go for a big shot. He does so, crashes it, but straight to the fielder. So what an over yet again by Ibrahim. He's young, he's learning. Playing at these big stages against top quality batters and keeping them quiet. He's done well. Oh, bit of a misfield, and this is not good. Yeah, not the best of deliveries, but still should have been stopped in the circle. Struck really, really hard, but yeah, it's just gone through his legs. That's not good. 95 for 2 after 12. So just the 2 over spell for Uzair, and now the captain has been welcomed with a boundary. Not the most elegant of strokes, but they will take it from both hands because each and every boundary is going to be so important at this juncture of the game. Yeah, ball slightly holding up into the surface, not really arriving at Safi. So he has gotten the start now. And if you are an Alif Pharma fan, you would want Safir Tariq to stay right till the end because he can win the game for you. That's quite certain. Oh, beautifully bowled, but this is going towards the boundary once again. All this is good stuff here now. Safir flicked this away and Sahir is not happy. And it wasn't all that bad a delivery. It was quite full, but Safir Tariq, he's a class act. Using his wrist to his advantage, gets another boundary. This chase is on. Just have a feeling we might have another last over thriller. We've already seen quite a few exciting finishes in this contest, and yet again this one promises to be another blockbuster of a contest. It's pretty even Stevens now. These 2 boundaries has brought them back in the game. Cut away nicely. Oh, could have been the 3rd in the over. He's a fighter, Safir Tariq. He will not go down without a fight. That is something which I've seen even in the past. And every time, what I've seen, he comes into bat at situations where every time his team is in trouble. And there you go. The dugout of Alif Pharma, Zuhair. I just saw Zuhair Iqbal down there. That's struck hard, but only a single. Yeah, this was a surprise, really. I saw Zuhair Iqbal today early on, and I was like, wow, another quality all-rounder has been included, and he's been benched. Quite a surprise, really. He's such a class act, really. But the think tank of Alif Pharma, they opted not to play him. He can bat. He's a quality bowler. He's an absolute live wire in the field. But in this important clash against one of the best sides here in the UAE domestic circuit, they opted to rest Zuhair Iqbal. Well, we might see him in the next game because he is one of those cricketers you would not want to bench him for long. Right, all eyes back on this contest. Saghir Khan, he was struck for a couple of boundaries early on, and then he's done well keeping them quiet. That's exactly what they need. 11 to 12 and over, and they have gotten 11, so they have one more delivery and they need to make this count, really, because Saghir, he's clearly been targeted. Full toss. It's been crashed. Wow. This is some hit. And the captain has gone for plenty. 15 runs looted in the 13th over. Alif Pharma are certainly putting up a show. And are fighting it out. It's the end of another expensive over. This is getting interesting now. 82 win, 7 overs to go. This could be a big over. This is the over I believe they will look to target a spinner against Safir Tariq. And he does fancy his chances every time a spinner is in operation. Oh, beautiful ball. That's a good start to the over. Every single dot delivery or any delivery where a boundary is not conceded, there will be a lot of chirping in the center. They're all charged up. There's a lot of energy out there in the center. And that's what's required. 7 districts. They're all warriors. And he's gotten away with it. Singles isn't going to be a problem for 7 districts. But need to give credit to Saqib Ali, really. When we saw the batters, they were smashing hard. Faisal, he was really severe against the fast bowlers and even against Ibrahim. But Saqib has been so disciplined and it's been economical. This is a big shot, but straight into the throat of Hafiz Almas. He is not going to drop those. And this is a massive moment in the game because they've got a set batter out. It went into the night sky and he had all the time in the world to settle and come underneath the ball. And cool as a cucumber is Hafiz Almas. He's got all smiles on his face because he knows that this is a big, big wicket going down. And that is exactly what they needed to disengage this partnership. And who is it? It's Saqib Ali who's provided a breakthrough. I think when you need 79 in 6.3, and if you're an Alif Pharma fan, you will be happy as it is Uzair who's made his way in the center and he can strike the ball. That's something which we have seen in the past. He's got the long levers. You need somebody like Uzair to walk in and just get you those quick 30-40s. And still a lot of work needs to be in. 79 needed. And losing a wicket at a very wrong time, really. Now if ever so, they go on to pick Safir Tariq, then it becomes super difficult because you're going to have 2 new batters at the crease. And against the quality bowling attack of 7 districts, they're going to make life very difficult for them. So it's Safir Tariq. This is the man they would want to get rid of. Nicely cut away, but it's not going to be easy. This is going to be a challenge, a battle, because Safir Tariq, he is some batter, a very talented cricketer, and he's already played a valuable knock so far, but his services are definitely required. He needs to stay right till the end. That's a loud appeal. Umpire has turned that one down. This would have been a massive moment in the game. The umpire thought otherwise and has turned that down. And I think that angle from which he's bowling has saved him. It's 112 for 3 after 14. Still a lot of runs required. 78 in the last 6 overs. It's possible because Uzair and Safir, they are still out there in the middle. I've seen them clinch victories from these kind of phases, these kind of difficult situations. And it's going to be Wajid, who was looking quite promising in the first inning. Started off so well, but now he's got a job in his hands with the ball. Dot to start off the over. Each and every dot delivery, you'll see that the required run rate will creep up so quickly. Look at that. Another couple of good deliveries and it will go almost up to 14-15. So they need one big over right now. Another dot. In fact, they're asking the question, but the umpire seems to be unmoved. Aftab thinks that they had a genuine case. And even so, the Wajid, Uzair is not happy. Rightfully so. Yeah, I just need to calm down a little bit. Umpire has given that as not out, so it is not out. As simple as it is. Pressure on Uzair. That's going to be a wide. Yeah, it's the right call. I'm not sure what's the discussion all about, really. Even the last one was clearly not out, and this one was clearly a huge wide. They just need to just calm down slightly here, really. The umpire, they've made some brilliant decisions. They made the right calls. Just the adrenaline rush getting into them. That's going to be a wide. Another extra added to the telly. Yeah, he's asking the question that he shuffled across the stumps, but after the ball released his hand, that's where he moved. If ever so, before he would have delivered the ball, and if Uzair would have shuffled, then maybe he would have gotten away with it. That's a wide. Yeah, now he knows that it's a wide, so he's not asking any questions to the umpire. Mujahid has got a wry smile on his face. Yeah, he's busy. He's been kept busy, rather. This is a big shot. It's gone towards the offside. Is it a boundary? Yes, it is. So we have seen 3 wides and now a boundary to follow. Can this be that big over that they were looking for? That's belted hard by Uzair. And you can't bowl too full to him. What an exquisite shot. What connection. Getting 4 more runs. Yeah, this is good. If ever so there is an advice coming in from Uzair Khan, you need to listen very carefully and oblige. That's much more like it, right in the block hole. It's a very difficult art, really, to just come in and bowl and nail those Yorkers. Keep on bowling in the block hole, because if you get marginally wrong, it could turn out to be a half volley or a full toss. Strikes it really hard. Has he found the gap? He has. Another boundary. This has turned out to be an expensive over. And they're not giving up, Alif Pharma. That is a tremendous strike yet again. There's a sheer power by Safir Tariq. Going down on one knee, and he saw that huge gap. Gets a boundary. And he's knocked him over. So, after being expensive, all will be forgotten and forgiven, because he has picked up a very, very big wicket, and that too against the run of play. Safir Tariq, if ever so, they had a chance to chase this down. You needed Safir Tariq to stay right till the end, but what a delivery, right on target. And that's a rip snorter. Bullseye. And Wajid strikes. Safir has to go back after he showed a lot of promise. .66 needed. Syed Omar Shah, the new batter, makes his way in the centre. So now, after the departure of Safir Tariq, so much is now going to be dependent on Uzair. It's a wayward throw. And we could have seen another wicket going down in the form of a run out. So just getting out of hands now, this game. Alif Pharma at one stage, they certainly got back in the contest, but that last wicket, that was a big blow. Safir Tariq. You needed Safir Tariq to stay for at least 3 to 4 overs, because really, he's the one who can get you quick 40, quick 50. Can get you one huge over. The last one could have been a huge one, but in the end, Wajid having the last laugh. I think this is the right time for the captain to come and reintroduce himself. And so far, not conceding a boundary in this over. Required run rate is going up to 14 runs per over. It's getting tougher and tougher. Beautifully done. That's a very good delivery. Completely deceiving the new batter, Syed Umar. And that's what I kept on saying, that the moment you come into bat, especially in these kind of situations where you know that you need 14 runs per over, it's such a difficult ask, really. And I understand it's a good wicket to bat on, but against the bowlers of 7 districts, it's always a very tough ask to take these bowlers to cleaners. You don't see that much often. So at the moment, the pendulum, I believe, has shifted heavily back in the favour of 7 districts. They need one massive over of 20-25 to have the slightest of chance to win this game. This is uppish, no timing, no power. And what a decision by Saghir, really, because he knew that Safir is gone now. You've got two new batters at the crease. This is the ideal time to come and bowl. Was there? He's got quite a few overs, so it's just getting tougher and tougher at this stage. That's going to be a wide, surely, yeah. So quite a few wides in the last over, Wajid. He's trying to fire it from the arc of the right-handed batters. Yeah, but really, I believe he's done exceptionally well. He's been smart with the rotation of his bowlers in this important clash. Nicely done. No boundary conceded in the 16th over. It's 132 for 4. Yeah, it was slightly expensive, Wajid, but not to forget he picked up Safir Tariq. Dealing in singles at the moment. They continue to come back for the second. Now this is going to be close. Yeah, a better throw would have had Uzair in a bit of trouble. At the moment, the match is pretty much in the grasp of the men in orange. If ever they go on to win this game, they're going to have 2 out of 2 and they will be securing a spot for the next round. And alongside, they have another team, mind you, 7 Districts Cricket Academy as well have entered in this tournament. They do have a victory under their belt. Strength and conditioning coach, the international strength and conditioning coach, Mr. Saqib Ali, I think we need to give him a lot of credit. He's been working day and night on regards to the fitness of the cricketers. He's given everything for these boys. Really puts that extra bit of effort, and that's hit hard but straight to the fielder, just a single, and does 1-to-1 sessions as well. Really focuses on each and every cricketer, and also ensures that he gives a good diet to these cricketers, and you can see how fit these men are. Also, just the fitness levels of these cricketers just speaks volume. It's hard, and that's gone towards the cover. Just a couple of runs. Boundaries have dried up. So, yeah, hats off to Saqib Ali, the international strength and conditioning coach for 7 Districts. Yeah, only a single on offer. Singles, it's not going to be a problem. And also, talking about these men, 7 Districts, they play a lot of cricket even when the season is off. And when the season is off, the temperature, it hovers somewhere around 50 to 52 degrees Celsius. And even in those conditions, these cricketers, they go on to play 50 over cricket. So, yeah, there's a lot of hard work put behind the scenes. Really need to praise the men behind the scenes, the coaching staff, the management. And also, Saqib Ali, he joined me here in the com box last time, and such a lovely character, and really just spoke his heart out on regards to what goes behind the scenes. Of course, Mohammad Haider, the owner of Seven Districts, has done so much for the love of the game. Yeah, a bit too much now. 52 in the last 13 when you have Uzair Khan with 2 overs under his sleeve. You don't expect the batters to really take him apart because he is a class act. Mohammad Uzair strikes yet again, and that was a very good delivery. Top class bowling by this top class cricketer. And what a start to this over. Yeah, now I think it's pretty much out of their hands. At one stage it did look like they had a chance to come back in this game, but Uzair Khan ensuring that he does not allow them to come back in the contest. Shahnawaz bowled decent in the first innings, but now he's finding himself in a situation where his team needs 52 more runs, and that too against the light of Uzair Khan. Best of luck. Oh, he's knocked him over once again. What a brilliant delivery yet again by Mohammad Uzair Khan. Yet again rattling the stumps. Full and straight, you miss, I hit. And he's hit the timber yet again. Beautifully bowled, full and straight. And he has disturbed the furniture. This is excellent fast bowling we're witnessing by Uzair. Picks up 2 in 2. Are we going to see the first hat trick of the tournament? He's got a great chance, Uzair Khan. It's 138 for 6. Well, this is a great opportunity really to pick up another wicket. It's a hat-trick ball. Uzair Khan will bowl full and straight. Salman, he needs to ensure he doesn't try to play a big shot. Here we go, hat-trick delivery. Oh, beautifully bowled. That's a very good delivery. Why did he bowl a short delivery? That's quite surprising. He could have just gone full straight onto the line of the stumps. He had a great opportunity to really pick up a wicket, and those were the 2 wickets hitting the timber, back-to-back wickets for him. It's such a pleasant sight for a fast bowler when you pick up a wicket in the form of getting the batter bowled. That's a short delivery and he's gotten away with it. So it's been called as one for the over. There he's just having a polite inquiry with the umpire. The umpires have been in the firing line today, that's for sure. Yeah, nicely done. Another very good delivery. So economical is there. This is what he has to offer. You ask him to bowl in the power play, he will come in and pick up wickets. Doesn't really go for runs, but he's an old ball specialist. Straight away after the power play, usually you see him being introduced, and then you ask him to bowl even on cement wickets. Even on those wickets, he's going to make life difficult for you. Such is the talent and the aura of Mohammad Uzair Khan. Excellent over. 18 gone, 140 for 6. Wajid, he gets another go. Going to be bowling the penultimate over. 50 required in the last 12 deliveries. And this is a high shot. It's high up in the air. Is this a chance? Yeah, I think he's taken it. Excellent catch in the deep. Or has he not? I've missed this one. Yeah, he's walking back. So Wajid, he picks up another wicket. Yeah, you can afford to really bring Wajid in the penultimate over when you know that the opponents, they need 50 runs. And there just wasn't his night. We have seen him score brisk runs, but today just could not get the better of these bowlers of 7 districts. It's 140 for 7. I think they've missed a trick or two here, Alif Pharma. They could have sent Hazrat Luqman early in this innings because he can really strike the ball hard. I've seen him in the past. He can get you quick runs, and that's exactly what was required today. But now I think it's pretty much done and dusted. 15, 11 deliveries. I don't think so. That's going to be chased. Strikes it hard, straight down the ground. Gets only a single. So 7 districts, they are on the verge now to register another victory. What a formidable side. True champions. Strong contenders to really clinch and lift the trophy here in the Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Beautifully bowled once again, right in the block hole. Nothing much the batter could have done. There was a phase in the game where Alif Pharma, they did exceptionally well, just pulling things back nicely and restricting some districts below 200, because at one stage they were on the verge of scoring more than 220. That's in the air, and once again a soft dismissal. Wajid picks up his third. That's the 8th wicket down. Yeah, he's got a wry smile on his face. He's enjoying his outing, and it's a short stay for Hazrat Luqman. It was in the slot, it was there to be hit. And the idea was right. He wanted to go downtown, but just could not time it, in the bat also twisting in his hand, losing his wicket. It's 142 for 8. He still has 2 more deliveries to go, so can he pick up another wicket? Or can he pick up 2 wickets? And convert this 3 into a 5er and also pick up a hat-trick? You never know. He has a chance. He can do it. Ball fallen straight. This is edged. Could be a chance. Oh, very close to the fielder. Could have been the 4th wicket and also would have been on a hat-trick. But, a bit of a misfield. No damage done. Just the 2 runs. So what a clinical performance yet again. Yeah. It was quite far from the short third fielder. Last delivery of the penalty bit over. Beautifully bowled and good stop. Aves doing well. 145 for 8 after 19. So it's the last over of this match. The match is done and dusted, and it's going to be Lukman Faisal. Yeah, I've seen him bowl. He's by no means a regular bowler, but he bowls excellent wrong guns. He's got a very deceptive action. Comes in and bowls like a right arm wrist spinner, but his ball does not go away from the right hand as it turns, pitches and turns sharply in towards the right handers, just like that. Yeah, perfect opportunity for Lukman Faisal to pick up 2 wickets. And he could be a strong contender, mind you, to be the player of the match because he's got a 50 under his belt. So if he picks up a wicket, surely then his chances of becoming the player of the match will increase. On the other end, Alif Pharma now after this game, their 3rd game becomes so important. They will need to win that game. That's been crashed. It's hit hard towards the cover for a boundary so he can enjoy and return the favours. As if he was taken to cleaners in the first innings. He was very expensive. I think he gave 64 runs, if I can recall. Yeah, a bit too much in a T20 format. That's quite a rare sight. You don't really see him going for so many runs. It's going to be a wide. But at times, really, you need to just sit back and admire the batters because they batted beautifully against good deliveries as well. Smashed a few. Asif goes high, goes aerial, gets another maximum to his name. So just enjoying his outing. And look, man, he's not happy. Saying you're making my figure spoil. Lovely use of the feet though. Shimmying down the track and 6 runs is what he's gotten as Mohammad Asif will be facing the last delivery of the game. And that will be it. So 7 districts yet again have registered another victory to their name. What a brilliant performance this has been. All checks in all 3 departments. Fielding has been top notch. Their batting, they were absolutely brilliant. Lukman Faisal, Aftab Alam, those 2 really did the bulk of scoring. Israr Ahmed giving a good start. Handshakes all around. It looked like this was going to go down as a thriller, but I think 7 districts, they are such a quality bowling attack. And in the end, they have clinched victory against a very talented team, Alif Pharma. Alif Pharma, they will be taking a lot of learnings and positives out of this game, and they would want to ensure they implement in the next game and come out strong, because now their next game becomes so important. That was a promising start by Faisal, 15-27, and then Saad and Safir Tariq, two batters who really showed resilience in their batting. But after that, once they departed, you can see none of the batters could really cash onto it, and 158 is all they scored. Yeah, plenty of options being utilized. But if you talk about who was the pick of the bowlers, I think it has to be Mohammad Uzair. Look at that, 3 wickets is what he's taken. Also Wajid, he was expensive in his first over, but he too chipped in with 3. And Saqib Ali, very economical, picks up a wicket, gives 16 runs. 12 extras is what they've given in total. Match number 9 done and dusted. 7 districts were put into bat, and they put a mammoth target of 189. Luqman Faisal yet again half century, and Aftab missing out by 1 run. And Hazrat Luqman, he bowled his heart out, done exceptionally well. In reply, Alif Pharma could not chase this target down and lost by 31 runs. It was Faisal, the only batter who showed a lot of promise. Right then, we'll dive into a short break, and once we are back, we'll be ready for the post-match presentation. Stay tuned. Check, check, 3-1. Welcome to the post-match presentation of Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Firstly, I would like to thank Sharjah Cricket and all its administration involved behind the scenes for such a wonderful tournament. We would also like to thank our sponsors, commercial partner Sport Ethics, broadcast partner Cricket Lounge.tv, where it was match number 9, 7 districts. They were put into bat and they have defeated Alif Pharma comfortably by 31 runs. Commencing ahead, we would be moving on to the Player of the Match award for the night, and the award will be presented by our esteemed match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed. And the Player of the Match goes to, I think no surprises, it has to go to Uzair Khan of 7 District for his brilliant all-round performance. First, we saw his heroics with the bat, and then coming in at a very important passage of the game and clinched 3 wickets and gave 17 runs. Congratulations, Uzair. What a brilliant performance. First, obviously, I'm going to ask you, how much did you enjoy your batting today?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, thanks to Almighty Allah. And to be honest, the wicket was not, that much the way it looks, but it was a bit on the softer side. But outstanding batting by our batters. But when I came on to bat, I was feeling that I need to play because there was a little bit panic in between. So Alhamdulillah, I did connect 1 or 2, and it gives us a little more edge in terms of the scoring. And Alhamdulillah, and then we bowled good.
Well, Uzair, you were asked to come and bowl at a situation where there was some pressure because they were batting beautifully. You came in and you put the brakes on the acceleration of the runs. So what was going through your mind? And also, it was a tough wicket. You bowled exceptionally well.
Yeah, of course, as I said, but in the later part, it was a bit better than as we played before. But yeah, when I came on to bowl, I was just planning to bowl in the right channel, because if we stick around the channel, it will be hard for the batters to hit. So Alhamdulillah, I just bowled in the channel, and it pays off for me.
You also had a great chance today to pick up a hat-trick.
Yeah, of course, and yeah, unlucky, but inshallah next time.
Last question. Who do you want to dedicate this Player of the Match to?
To be honest, I will dedicate it to my mom, and she always pray for me, and she's the one, and because of her, I am playing cricket, and thanks to her.
Well, thank you very much for providing so much entertainment to Uzair Khan. Best of luck, keep shining, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, that was Uzair Khan, the experienced campaigner. What a brilliant all-round performance by him. We are done and dusted with the post-match presentation, but do join us tomorrow once again as we have another cracker of a contest coming in. Until then, it's goodbye and God bless.